Welcome to the Talk Sip. I'm your host, Alisa Bowens-Mercado. Each and every Thursday, I spend time with you, the listeners. Talk arts, culture, music, politics, and much, much more. Today on the show, we have Politics with Pinsky. Welcome back, Irving Pinsky.
It's so good to be here.
Awesome. Oh, so we're going to be talking about this is our segment, What in the World, okay?
Yeah.
What in the world? So, folks, phone lines are open. Call in now, 203-684-8907. Lots and lots and lots to talk about. We're going to also have our station manager, Harry Droz, come in, join the conversation with us and What in the World. So, folks, sit back, relax as we serve you up a tasty mix of talk radio. You are listening to the Talk Sip. All right, folks, it is Thursday, and how the sun is shining. It is absolutely beautiful out there. Irving, you're doing well?
I'm so happy to be here. I love your rhythm beer. I've been buying it at the Owl Shop. I'm a customer.
Yes, you are. Shout out to the Owl Shop and all of the places who are supporting Rhythm Brewing Company. It's fantastic.
Yep.
Well, I heard we're running out of beer. I got to make more beer. We're making more beer, folks.
Running out of beer means she's loaded. Get
Oh
money
my
from
gosh!
Alisa.
Please. People know in the beer industry that you probably don't see much much return in the first year.
Just see a lot of stress.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going gray, am I?
No.
Not gray.
No gray.
Okay, no grays. But
I'm afraid to compliment her because she's married. So even if I just say the truth and talk about how beautiful she is, I'm just making people get unsettled. But I'm 230 years old, so I'm not hitting on her.
You keep drinking that rhythm beer, you'll
get younger.
You'll get younger. Yeah. Get younger and no headaches in the morning.
Vita Coco and Vita Loco.
Vita Coco, Vita Loco. Yes. So, I just want to send a shout out. Yesterday, I had the privilege to host the first, it was Cool Breeze in the parks. And shout out to Philip Bynum, who did an amazing job. And he's been doing this for a while. So on Wednesdays, they go, they jump from parks to park. But yesterday, with a collaboration of Arts and Ideas, so shout out to Arts and Ideas.
Awesome.
Yeah, and by the way, I had an amazing time dancing salsa on the green on Sunday. So thank you for everyone that came out. But the Cool Breeze in the parks with Arts and Ideas literally had an old school hip hop group on, Houdini. Don't know if you guys remember them, but it was amazing. And I was the MC last night. So it was great to see so many beautiful people out there on the green on a Wednesday, literally just having like a really good time. So folks, don't forget Cool Breeze in the parks every Wednesday in a park near you, some beautiful parks in New Haven. And again, shout out to Phil Bynum and his executive board who have done a heck of a job putting this stuff together. And so, like I said, always support community, always support live music. So check them out on Facebook, and they have a link because they are looking for sponsors. So
New Haven comes alive.
New Haven comes alive. So, all right. So, what in the world? Politics with Pinsky. Let's get right into it. Like I always say, if we don't have politics with Pinsky like every day, then we're gonna miss something. So let's go back.
Well, today,
this week, yeah. So breaking news.
Today, breaking news: the New York State Attorney General has filed a lawsuit against Donald and his three children. Well, the three oldest children. The other one he doesn't really see much. The three, Tiffany. He walked out on her, so she don't like him too much.
Right.
But anyway, so he walked out on these three too when he started running around with Marla. But never mind that now.
Right. So
here's the deal.
So what happened?
So they filed a lawsuit against the four of them for repeatedly and systemically stealing the money from a charitable foundation that was called the Trump Foundation, and they were looting it for so many years in a row that the New York Attorney General finally filed a lawsuit against them and is trying to get the money back.
Good. And that the Attorney General of New York.
That's right.
So, do you know what he probably said? Enough is enough.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they had the papers. They got him nailed. The next thing they're going to file is probably the money laundering papers. They're loaded with cases where he bought property and he hid Russian money so that they didn't have to get taxed on it and
we'll
stuff
see,
like
but
that.
You see how things are coming together?
Oh, there's
what
so
goes
much
out
dirt on him.
What goes on in the dark will always come out in the light. So to have, I mean, they're on him. Where is he going to, like, where is Trump going to run? And now, as an attorney,
Yeah.
and don't forget Pinsky Law, you see his vans and his trucks all over the place. I love them. You have, you know what? That's a great thing. You have like graduation balloons. Like when there's like an event or something, I'm sure for Father's Day. Celebrate. So you always have your vans decorated. So I love that. So make sure you check out Irving if you need any of his services. Okay.
203 attorney. 203 attorney.
I love it. I love it. But so now, as an attorney,
Yeah.
would this hold any type of jail time for folks who they were basically stealing?
Not yet. They haven't brought the criminal charges yet.
Okay, what charge is this?
This is a civil lawsuit
okay.
by the state of New York against him, and a lot of these are federal charges.
Mm-hmm.
So now what's going to happen is, let's say he gives his little gang pardons for it, then they might bring him on state charges. We're not sure, but that's all speculative. But the important thing to realize about Trump is that he's been robbing charities for years.
Right.
Blatantly. He ran a fake university, and he made a fortune off these poor people who were paying to get an education. So, and he makes most of his money.
Wasn't there a lawsuit weren't there people that did not get what they signed up for?
He paid $25 million for that.
So he paid them out.
Yeah, $25 million. And then he paid Pam Biondi, the Republican attorney general in Florida. He paid her $25,000 to drop the charges against his university in Florida. He gave her a $25,000 donation. Immediately, it got dropped.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
but the attorney general is not. They're not having
not
that.
in New York. But you know, the thing about Trump is that he bragged about this kind of stuff. He used to brag about how he would pay politicians to get what he wanted.
Yes.
When I pay them money, they do anything I want.
The art of the deal.
The art of the steal.
The art of the steal. I wonder what book he's going to write when he's behind bars.
I don't know, but Kim wrote a book. Little Kim wrote a book. Not the woman, the man in Korea. He wrote a book called The Art of the Deal with his face on it because he just took Trump to the bank and dunked him. Little Kim came out and said, "Here, let's sign this deal." There was no date on it.
Listen, if you don't,
no date.
Okay, you know how celebrities, you know how everyone says photo ops?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Classic celebrity photo op, show up so that you can get that picture. The handshake photo op. If this country even thinks that anything was done at that summit or the meeting between those two dictators, you're completely fooling yourself.
Where's the beef?
There is none.
There's no beef. It's just Trump declaring victory and running back to America to go ask his lawyer not to testify to the feds because his lawyer's about to get arrested. You know, his lawyer Mickey Cohen now wants to change his lawyers because he's under so much pressure.
So let's go back to actually what happened with in
the Attorney General. Which one? In Korea?
Yeah, in Korea. So
Korea's big.
Well, now here's the thing. And folks, like I said, our phone lines are open 203-684-8907. Let us know what you think about the meeting between. And by the way, we have to. I mean, we've got to be honest here. First time in history that any sitting president, correct, has sat down with the
North Korean dictator.
Yes,
at least since the Korean War, when I was born, 1952. They were fighting a war. My father was over there in Korea, actually fighting in that war in the United States Air Force on the day that I was born. But I look so much like him that there's no question. Okay. My dad was over there in the Air Force on that very day.
Wow.
For 2 years he was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the optics? I mean, was it for this historic moment? Like, okay, great, I'm the only one. Look at me. I'm the only one that could get this meeting. I'm the only one who could. Or is he just that naive that?
No, he's smart enough to know that he has a magical talent. Cameras, TV cameras automatically point at him.
Yeah.
And when you have that talent and you use it right, you get elected president. But if you don't have the talent to run the country or make peace, then you're just all talk, no action. And we're having a terrible, terrible problem now with him because workers some of them actually think that they're working or getting a raise, but they're really losing wages because the value of their jobs are going way down because inflation's so high. You go buy strawberries now. You got to pay 2 weeks' pay. All right, and that's because they chased all the workers out, so they can't pick the strawberries.
Wow.
And then gasoline. Anybody know gasoline $1,000 a quart?
Listen,
now?
Honestly, I go and buy like $10 worth of gas now.
Right?
Because you know what? It's not the point. It's
you got beat down by the Trump economy.
I'm looking at this going, are you kidding me? I'm like, maybe in the next 3 days, if I don't run out of the $10 worth of gas, maybe the prices will drop.
You better take my number in case you get stuck on the side of a road somewhere.
I hope I don't.
You better be careful.
So if some days I go, you know what? Let me just put 30 in. But I'm like, it makes no sense. We are all being affected by what this administration is doing. But back to the optics.
Yeah.
Do you think there is a chance for world peace? What do you think?
There's a chance for more peace and there's a chance for less peace. And even an idiot can sometimes find even a blind squirrel can sometimes find an acorn.
Right.
So he might actually, if the other people want to make peace, it may. The other thing about Trump is he's also trying to make peace in Gaza. He's also trying to make peace in where is it? With China, which right now China is pushing his buttons left and right. And now he's trying to declare war on Canada, which is really pretty stupid. Remember, he told the head of Canada.
Remember I said if we don't meet like every week, then we forget something. So, and we are going to go back to that. The
dumbest comment ever made. He made it to the head of Canada, who's our biggest trading partner, our biggest ally. So he tells the head of Canada, he says, look, we remember when you burned our White House in 1812. It wasn't Canada that burned the White House. It was Britain. So the Britain ran big posters everywhere saying, basically, Trump, you're a moron. It was us who burned your White House. And then they said, and we're going to burn it again because you're not playing defense.
But why would he attack the Prime Minister of Canada?
Our best ally, Harry
Seriously.
Sick of him.
I mean, come on. You want to fight with one of our biggest, Canada?
Canada. Yeah, that's our ally. I mean, how can you get in a fight with the Canadians? They're just so rich and happy. They don't give a damn about war.
Listen, they're happy. They got free health care. They got
oil. They got free health care, right? America.
And you're picking with, but on the flip side. And
Trump is trying to kill Obamacare, which means kill Americans.
But here's the thing. You go so far in on, the Canadian, on Canada, but you sit there in an interview with George Stephanopoulos and you tell him that Kim Jong-un is he's a good guy. I've got how do you tell a person that to murder?
He killed his own family.
I don't get it.
He poisoned his own brother.
Yeah, said he was a good guy.
He sends people out. If you do something wrong in Korea, he takes you, your father, and your little kid, sticks you all in a concentration camp and makes you work to death.
Well, the hunger. Don't forget the hunger strike.
He starves you too.
Yeah.
Right. He puts whole families away. All right. He has nuclear weapons pointed at us right now. Right now. He didn't say, okay, Trump, I'll take them down.
No, that's not happening.
Said, I'll work towards it, which means there's no date.
But as long as Trump got the optics and the photo op and the shaking of the hands and me, and I did this,
he declared,
that's what he wanted.
He declared victory and retreated. That's a smart trick. Yeah, we won. Now I'm going home. But then we looked at it and we saw there was nothing there. A whole lot of nothing. But he still has the money he robbed from those charities. And he's looking to rob
Harry,
more.
So your president is getting sued over from the attorney general. He sits down with Kim Jong-un this week, and then last week or this week, I can't keep up with it. He attacks the Prime Minister?
Prime Minister of
Canada. What is come on?
Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, right. Nice guy.
Very nice guy. And on top of it, he said that
nice guy.
Yeah, no, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he waited till Trump got on the plane to start complaining about Trump.
What he did with Trump was he showed a picture of the whorehouse that Trump's grandfather used to run. Is that what he did?
See,
and what's so bad about that? He showed the picture. Trump's grandfather ran a whorehouse in San Francisco.
This is the thing.
Of course he did.
As soon as Trump gets on the plane, Justin Trudeau starts talking about him being tough.
Well, he wanted to be classy him being in the tough. meeting.
He wants America to know what a piggy
he did
is.
Not want to. He didn't want to bring that up in the meeting. Who did? I mean,
that's where you bring your problems up in a meeting. You don't wait till they get on a plane and start talking junk. Now here's the thing. So you're okay with them charging us 300% tariffs on milk and eggs, right?
Because we have a surplus with them.
Now, listen, Irving, because it's protecting our farmers and our
Politics.
businesses here, right? So then a 3 gallon of milk here is
$3
actually a $3 gallon of milk here is actually sold for $9 over there, right? How is that helping our businesses when we're charging? And same thing with Europe, right? $9,000 Harley Davidson here is sold for $23,000 in Germany.
And we just
How is that helping our businesses, Irving?
We just
Why are
shut
you
down-
against our businesses?
We just shut down our Harley Davidson plant and moved it out of the country. And all those Harley workers who voted for
our
Trump,
businesses.
all those
No.
Harley workers who voted for Trump are now out of.
Well,
out of
maybe
work
if
on
we
the
didn't
floor.
have tariffs, they wouldn't
just
have
like
to
those
close
carrier.
up.
Why we don't have tariffs
Irving.
from Thailand? What
Well,
tariffs
this
do we
is
have
the
in
thing.
Thailand?
No one can
Irving.
talk about. See, President Trump.
If
back-
Germany would pay, would stop charging
Germany-
us tariffs.
Germany invents the medicine
Maybe
that
we
you
wouldn't
live
have
on.
to close the Harley Davidson plant, right?
Why, Germany's gonna make our Harleys?
But you're willing.
Besides, you know what Harleys are?
But listen,
nobody
Irving,
buy a Harley unless you
you're
really know
willing
about
to
'em.
make our businesses, our farm
Not all of them.
owners suffer so that you could feel better.
No, our
so
farm-
that Justin Trudeau could feel better.
Our farms were doing fine before they took away all the strawberry pickers and the apple pickers.
Well, let me tell you something.
He
This
shut
is-
them
this is-
out.
this is-
now there's
listen.
nobody to work
That's-
on the farm.
that's the problem,
So the
Irving.
fruit is rotting. ROTTING.
Right. Let me tell you
For
something.
real.
What's happening? Okay.
Yeah.
You have an immature child.
Justin Trudeau.
No.
Oh.
The guy that's sitting in D.C. where he shouldn't really be.
Dennis the Menace.
He literally he's like an immature little I think there's more mature 2-year-olds. So I'm not even gonna disrespect 2-year-olds. He's like a little kid in a sandbox, and you say something about him. He's that kid that you always knew. You go, oh, look at him. There's never anything. You can't talk about him. He hates the truth. Cannot tolerate the truth. And when he does that, he retaliates. He's hot-headed. And it's horrible to be a narcissist and then be hot-headed and then a little brat and all at once. This is why this country, I'm telling you, is going the way it is going.
He attacks our allies and he goes over and kisses the you-know-what of our enemies, like the torturer, Little Kim. He goes over there and kisses his.
Now,
can I say that
sometimes I
word?
just
No?
I just think you don't know
Okay.
what you're talking about, Irving.
What, you don't think he
think
attacks
about
our allies?
now think about this.
Go ahead.
He wants free trade, right? Everybody's complaining about.
Trump doesn't want free trade.
Now let's
He's putting
listen.
tariffs everywhere.
Let's listen to what our president actually said. He said, "I want free
tariffs."
trade." No, he said, "Let's start with getting rid of tariffs on all sides." And that's exactly it.
I think he said that.
But he
If
didn't
our
do
friends,
that. He
if
didn't
our
do that.
friends, but Irving, our friends have the tariffs, the high tariffs on us.
But don't forget, he
so
says
if,
a lot
if they
and does
get rid
little.
of their tariffs, we'll get rid of our
that's
tariffs.
it. We don't
That
need it.
is
We need
free
lower-
trade.
She wants
See, you
lower
don't know what
gas
you're talking about,
prices.
Irving.
I
She
need
wants
lower gas
we
prices.
want lower prices on strawberries, on apples, on healthy food. We need people to pick those foods. Now people are eating more Snickers, and that's not healthy for kids.
He doesn't
Let's
care.
Get healthy food. Let's get
Well,
the
because
fruit
you know what's
picked.
going to happen with the
Irving,
health.
you shouldn't see Mexican people as just pickers.
I like Mexican people. I go to Mexico a lot.
You shouldn't just see them as pickers.
Yo no sé nada.
You should think more about them than seeing them as
Su
pickers.
vida.
No, everyone.
That
But
means
listen,
vote for your life.
there's white
Voting
apple
for
pickers.
Supita.
There's white, black, Hispanic people that are literally farmers.
Yeah, but by shutting off the immigration from Latin America, which is Hispanic, they shut down our food supply. They shut down our healthy food supply.
Right.
And that's
where
if
it's
that's ethnic. It's reality. I'm allowed to use reality and honesty to protect our people from misinformation. That's
Yeah.
a very
that's a new
important
one.
duty.
Well, you know what, folks, we're going to take a short break. We will be right back. Don't forget
Lock
the phone
him
lines.
up.
Phone lines are open 203-684-8907. You're listening to the Talk Sip.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Talk Sip. I'm your host, Alisa Bowens-Mercado. I love having politics with Pinsky because when we get our station manager, Harry, in on the conversation, it's always a little heated in here, but we love the fact that we can all state our opinions on our What in the World segment and kind of go from there. Before the break, we were talking about the country and the guy that's occupying the White House, what he's been up to this week, and meeting with the leader of South Korea.
North Korea.
I'm sorry, North
and he
Korea.
met the South Korea guy too. His name is Moon, I think.
Yeah, he did. So now where do Americans go from here? Where, I mean, every week there's a scandal. Every month there's there's so much going on that it's deflection from the real thing. It's always scandal. It's always just like a mess. It's drama. It's reality TV. But has our America, like, what is our country coming to? I mean, if anyone is out there, you're listening, if you think this country is just really like financially secure and we're moving forward and race relations are just amazing, give us a call. We want to hear from you. Give us your testimonies, okay? 203-684-8907. So with that said, I think Harry was pulling up, I don't know if you were pulling up some more breaking news or latest news, but you know, race relations, I'm not seeing where this country is united. This is the United States of America, not the divided states of America. Come on, folks. It's just like, it's not a, there's no good feels. Irvin, what do you think about race relations?
My plan is very, very important, very important.
Okay, let's hear it.
We've got to pull together, and we've got to pull together for November so we can get an election going, so that we can send a message to these haters that they've got to stop trying to starve us and take away our food and take away our dignity and our civil rights. Right. And we've got to turn out to vote. Not just us. We have to turn our friends out to vote. Yeah. They call it souls to the polls in Florida, but we've got to turn out our votes. And I like I said, I'm making bumper stickers in Spanish that say "voten por sus vidas," which means votan. That's the way to say it. But which means vote for your lives. Because if you think that the bad medicine you're going to be getting soon, and the jail time, and the crazy things they're doing to our education system are not going to make a difference, they're going to affect you. They're going to affect your children. You're going to affect your parents. Get out there and vote, because this guy is not competent.
Si se puede.
Si se puede. Thank you, Harry.
Yes, Harry was telling us.
Well, that's a better one.
Si se puede.
Si se puede. Voting por tu vida is what you're saying. And who
like, vote for your life.
Yeah, vote for your life. But who are you talking to, Irving?
Who told me that?
I'm saying you're just speaking to the Hispanics.
I'm talking to anybody who speaks Spanish. There's a presumption that Spanish-speaking people know what a bum Trump is, because he's just busy slamming them and slurring them all the time. He says the worst things, and then he says, "Well, I didn't say it about all of them." And he says, and then he says, "Shut the borders off." And he's taking their babies. Talking about me. He loves you, but anyway, see that I avoided what I really think. But anyway, he actually has his jerks down there in Texas and taking the babies away from mothers. This is not a rumor anymore. We've seen it on video. They're taking the babies away from mothers who are coming here legally to ask us for asylum from beatings and stuff like that. And before they even get hurt in court, they take their babies right out of their arms, and they don't see their babies again.
I don't think we've seen in America quite this
nasty.
It's nasty. That's what the that's kind of like what I was going for.
When you take babies away from mothers like that, I only got one word: you're a savage.
Yeah, well, I don't think, but a person with no conscience.
It was done during the Obama years. You know that, right?
No, I deny that, and I saw
you could deny it. You could deny it.
I saw when Jeff,
we would only hope that the
all
Obama
you have to do
years
is look
would
at the
back.
Arizona Central in 2014. That picture that was being shopped around by Democrats.
I saw
falsely. That picture with kids in cages was 2014 under the Obama administration. Kids who had been separated from their families. Okay, and a Senate report just came out how the
I think we're
Obama
talking
administration
about
didn't
the
even
bigger
care where the
picture
kids
here.
went.
Harry's filibustering.
Let me tell you something. President Obama has more compassion in
No.
one little his left
He deported
thumbnail.
more. He deported
okay,
more immigrants than George Bush.
This person that's
Fact.
running this country.
No, you give us facts out of fake numbers, and I hate
Yeah.
to say that, but it's true. But anyway, Obama has more dignity and humanity, and he had a little bit too much because he should have locked Trump up for stealing all that money from those charities that happened on his watch.
Right.
But Trump got away
Exactly.
with it because he paid off certain politicians, which he bragged about. But back to those
Back to-
children. I personally saw on TV, I saw Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, Trump's main man, used to be, say we're going to take him away because it's time that we follow the law literally, even though the courts are going to tell him that's not the law. You're making up your own laws, you dirty son of a bitch savage. Oops, I swore. That's not a swear. Anyway, but that's vicious. Vicious what he did.
Let me ask you a question. You're a defense
me
attorney,
too.
right? Are you a defense?
No, I'm not
You're
defense
not.
lawyer. A defense attorney goes with criminal lawyers.
Okay.
I've done a little bit of defense work. Mostly I do personal injury.
So then you should know, Irving, where
Well, you do
the-
play a lawyer on this radio station,
I
so
do play a lawyer. See that?
Yeah.
Any-
so technically, right? He knows
Any trick in the book.
he knows the law. He knows the law.
okay. So Irving, when let's say an African American woman commits a crime and she has 3 kids, right?
What's wrong? That's not okay.
Hold
what's
on.
the crime?
Let's
Let's
commits
get
a crime.
the analogy.
She commits a crime, right? Do the kids go to jail with her? Okay, when she has to do time, do they
But that's-
separate that family here in America?
That's a like it said in My Cousin Vinny. That's a bogus question. That's not. That's
Irving.
not relevant. Because
When let me tell
But
you,
I don't
why
know
should
where the
we treat
question is
immigrants
going.
better than we treat our own Americans?
These
We
women,
separate
what crime do you
families
think they
every
made?
day
They
in
don't know.
America.
They're
What
not
crime
making
do you
committing
think that
crimes.
those
we
women
separate
made?
families
You're saying they're
every
criminals. They're
day.
not criminals. What criminals? do
Of
you
course,
think-
when they commit a crime, they're
No,
not
but they're not
committing a
committing
crime.
crimes.
When they're sneaking in through the border, they're not committing a
you
crime.
understand? They're coming seeking asylum. That's a legal procedure.
They're
coming legal.
not.
Who
They're
said
not.
so? Why don't you be feared? These are
No,
nice young
I mean,
women.
trust me.
These
all
are
of-
people being caught with their kids at the border, and then they're
They're coming
committing
here-
a crime. So the parent goes to jail. Do we send those kids to jail with them?
They're not going to jail. These are passed on American laws.
Come
They're
on.
here on American law.
Come on, Irving.
You just think everybody.
That's right, American laws.
well, no, because
and
don't
American
forget, in
people go to jail
Trump-
and get separated from their kids
Listen, in
every
Trump, in
day.
Trump,
This is
listen,
terrible what he's
listen,
doing.
this is
Terrible.
in Trump's world.
Terrible.
He
It's
literally,
hurting-
Obama's
hurting our
world, too. He
people.
did
no,
it.
in Trump's world,
Obama's
he
world, too.
literally does not want anyone that does not look like him here. I'm sorry, in his
Unless
perfect
they have
world,
enough money, like little
listen,
Kim.
in his perfect world, this country does not look like me. It doesn't look like Harry. It can possibly look like
It
you,
definitely
Irving.
doesn't look like me.
He wants a pure. He wants no one.
And where do you get that from?
Oh, come on.
Where do you get that from? Because he's for legal immigration. He's not. He's against illegal immigration. And you guys conflate the issues, and then you say he's against immigrants.
No,
that
he's-
is
He doesn't
wrong.
want. Listen, he
he's
doesn't
brutal.
want immigrants here. Like I just said, if he could have an all,
He
an
said he
all
wants immigrants from
looking
Norway.
like him.
Norway.
Right, of course, he wants immigrants from Norway, the people that look like him.
Yeah.
They want it's really
Nordic.
honestly, it's plain to see that he really honestly he doesn't care about black folks.
He
Doesn't care about Hispanic. He really honestly we saw that when he was throwing paper towels in Puerto Rico.
How many
Okay.
Puerto Ricans does he have in his cabinet?
Not
How many?
one.
Lowest
Shut out.
black unemployment in the history
Oh,
of America.
please.
Lowest
In the history of
Hispanic
what?
unemployment.
Let's
Woman
not-
unemployment
don't-
in the
no,
last 30
no,
years.
That's smoke screen.
You
Smoke
can't
screen.
prove that, by the way.
Smoke screen.
Because it's not
Of
fair
course,
what
the
you're
numbers
saying.
are there.
What you're saying
Smoke
is
screen.
The numbers are there.
No.
They're
unemployment.
being put out by the Department of Labor.
Yeah, but you're just
of course,
making
I
up-
could prove it, Irving.
I can prove
And
you're
of
wrong.
course he's
I can prove
going
you're
but
wrong.
you know what?
During World War II,
Yeah.
we had more than full employment. Everybody had jobs. Everybody who was
But
eligible had jobs
listen,
in World War II.
under
So
his
there
watch.
goes that nonsense.
Listen,
There you are, Watson.
but let me tell you how pathetic this is. Lowest rate of employment. So he's taking on that. He's like, look what I did. Look what I did. I've got black people and Hispanics, the lowest rate in America. But then he won't talk about race relations, but he'll talk about what he's done and how he's gotten the numbers down. But he won't talk about how
What do you
black
want him
men.
to say?
He won't talk about black men getting killed at a 5 times higher rate than white and Hispanics.
Has the murder rate
Come
gone
on.
up under him?
Come on. Come on.
That's
So
the,
listen.
that's
I'm trying to find
statistic.
out.
First
I'm
off,
trying
that
to find out.
statistic is wrong. But
I don't
if you
know.
look at the FBI statistics,
But he won't talk about
if
that.
you look at the FBI statistics, Black and Hispanic men also commit 50% more of the violent crimes. So
He's
of course
violent.
they're gonna
He's
go.
violent.
They're gonna be in
He-
going to
he's
jail
taking
more.
kids
often.
away from mothers. That's kidnapping.
no,
now it's kidnapping.
That's
I mean,
kidnapping.
So
Instead
then,
of the
so
American
that when an
government kidnapping
American
little
mother goes to court and she has to do time,
No, but these
is the court
mothers do-
system kidnapping her kids when they
These
put
mothers do
her
not have
kids
to
in
do
foster
time.
care?
Right.
These mothers committed no crime. They're not convicted of anything. They have no records.
Of
Zero.
course,
Listen, folks,
Irving,
listen.
coming through the border illegally
It's
is a
not,
crime.
You know, illegally is your word. There's no illegal there. If they're
Of
coming
course
for
it is.
sanctuary, it's legal. We have a sanctuary country. We have a constitution. We have
No, we
treaties.
don't have a sanctuary
interest-
country.
We have an
We do have asylum laws.
Asylum laws, there you go. That's part of a sanctuary
but they
country. Why
have to actually.
We're talking
apply
to the
for
Wait, let
attorney
him hang
here.
himself. I want to hear him
You're
hang
wrong.
himself. Go
You're
ahead.
wrong.
We're talking to
Go
the
ahead.
attorney
Go
here.
where you were about how they're not asylum seekers.
No, well, a lot of them aren't
How do you know?
eligible for
Did
asylum.
you ask them?
Irving,
Yeah, how many did you interview?
Irving,
Where
I'm
did you
glad.
read this?
I'm glad that you know them personally.
We
See,
wanna shut
we can
down
play this
Fox
game
News.
back and forth.
No,
I not
except for the
always
fact that
win.
You're making an assertion that they're criminals, and what's
No,
the
I
founding-
didn't make an assertion they're criminals.
the
You see,
founding
this is
justice in
this
this
is
country?
exactly
Well,
what
these are-
Democrats do.
innocent until
You're putting
proven
words
guilty.
in my
Harry
mouth.
has them guilty until
These
proven
are,
innocent.
but you know what? These are the Trump
Innocent.
followers. These are the followers
I
who,
know.
when he says all of them are murderers and rapists.
He didn't say that.
He said most of them.
He said something really stupid, and
Yeah.
he's
He didn't
sleeping
say
them
that.
He
over
didn't
and
say
over
that.
and over.
All right, folks, we're going to
Go-
take
go look
we
it up.
are going to take a quick break,
Thank
and then we're
you.
going to come back, and we're going to talk about the beautiful weather outside and a little bit more current events.
Let's go swimming.
We'll be right back.
Gonna swim to Brazil. plenty of room for him.
And welcome back to the Talk Sip. I am your host, Alisa Bowens-Mercado. Don't forget, every Thursday at 1 p.m., join us. We talk arts, culture, music, politics, all that good stuff. So we're gonna kind of move away a little bit from the politics. We'll go back to it. But what's everyone doing this weekend? The weather's going to be great. Father's Day. Any fathers in the house? Yes.
Not me. Happy Harry.
Happy Father's Day, Harry. Happy Father's Day to my dad.
Gracias.
He's awesome. Yes, so all the fathers out there, we want to salute. Yes, celebrate. That's right. Go golfing. You know, I don't know. Have your
get massages.
Get massages. Yeah, just so all the fathers out there, just enjoy your day. Relax. It's gonna be some beautiful weather. So.
Yeah, you deserve it. You put up with enough.
The dads of the world. I think it's great. So what do we have?
That's a big thing you're posting.
Supreme Court
that
upholds
breaks my heart.
Ohio method of removing names from voter rolls.
Breaks my heart.
So let's talk about that.
Well, what happened there is the Supreme Court of the United States. I call it the Trump-Bush Court because they're all from Trump and Bush.
It's all conservative. Yes.
Yeah, 5-4 advantage. They okayed Ohio's ability to knock people off the voting rolls because they haven't voted. But once you sign up to vote, you're registered for life. You're still an American citizen.
Even when you're dead, right?
Yeah, you should die.
Even when you're dead, you have dead people. You have dead people voting still.
Yeah, like in Texas, they vote black dead names.
You need to take those names off the rolls.
You only take them off if you're sure they're dead, and if you're not sure they're alive.
A lot of people are looking for names who haven't voted, and then they go and vote in those names.
Prove it.
You know, so it has been proven.
Innocent until proven guilty. It hasn't been proven.
This is the thing.
Give me a site.
I'm not going to prove that you did it.
We don't want anyone that's not, alive and breathing voting because we want the voting process to be fair.
That's not what they're doing.
That's what we want.
Throwing living people off.
That's not what we want,
They should retire.
Yeah, we don't want that. So, all right, next one. We already did the...
And mostly that's coming down on minorities, by the way. They tend to not find so many dead people in the white sections, just in the black and the Hispanic sections, and that's a racist Republican Party pulling a trick in Ohio. RACIST. That's what it means to me,
folks. So it's June, and we are in the middle of a bunch. Like I said, next week, there'll be breaking news. I don't know anything. Do you think that's breaking news that you think can possibly happen? What are you going to predict this week? Let's go around the room and do breaking news predictions of politics.
Well, I won't predict it, but I'm making
Stormy
a very
Daniels.
heavy story. Mickey Cohen, the lawyer for Donald Trump for many years, the fixer, he called him,
right,
is going to get arrested. Maybe not this week or next week, but he's going to get arrested. Roger Stone, another hitman, is going to get arrested. All right, they're going to arrest, and Manafort is supposed to go to trial, but they got it delayed. And Trump is going to hand out more pardons to try to bribe these people to keep them from testifying against him and his Russian bribery. And the Chinese who gave him $500 million about 10 days ago, right? We talked about that. $500 million. The Chinese financed a Trump resort in I think it's Singapore. $500 million they gave up to that company. And like 2 days later, Trump announced that he was going to save a big Chinese company because it would give more jobs in China. And of course, they don't admit that it's related.
That's of course what he does.
$500 million payoff, unbelievable. Yeah. So they've got plenty on them. The question is whether or not they have the political pull to pull the trap shut and take them out.
I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be impeachment, imprisonment.
They might force a deal where he gets out, but that's not going to happen right away. And now I'm very afraid that we're going to lose one or two more Supreme Court judges over the next few years because they're very, very, very old, and they're the liberals. And the more and more right wing that court gets, the more nuts the country gets.
Well, okay. And we're going to say, Harry, any breaking news predictions from the White House?
No breaking news.
There's breaking news every day in the White House. Come on, Harry.
There is breaking news. There's breaking news every day. Like if you look on CNN, what they do is they look at the peripheral and try to give you things to be upset at Trump about. But actually,
They're
him
just
doing
the
his job, he's
truth.
doing a great job.
CNN just beat down President Trump's
Fake
attempt
news.
to stop them from doing a
Well,
deal.
they
in
are.
court.
They're just
Fake
bringing
news.
everything out. They're bringing out all the lies, and we know how many lies he's told since he's been in office,
It's like 10 a day. It's
or
like
more.
10
Yeah,
a
I think
day.
he's probably doing.
He lies when he sleeps.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
lies when he tweets, lies when he sleeps.
Good job.
But like I said, I mean, like I said, with we have everybody has their respected opinions, and so some people think he's doing an excellent job, and some people just
Incredible
think
job.
that this country is has.
And now
Gone
a hardware store in Tennessee just announced that they're not going to serve gay people either, because of the gay marriage cake thing. So a hardware store put up
So
signs.
so let's go to that.
I don't know if he has that one, but I think it might have
the
been
same-sex
Nashville.
couple in
The cake case.
right cake case describes shock and disappointment at ruling.
Haters.
Can't we just? I mean, love our gay brothers and sisters, and you. I mean, you.
They want to get married.
This.
It's not like they want to live in sin.
I choreograph first dances for everyone.
Yeah.
Gay, straight, black, white, green, purple, brown. You come
What?
in.
You've gotten a couple of purple people?
Yes.
Purple people eaters too.
I know.
Purple people eaters. It's blue people, some Smurfs. No, listen, it's a joy and it's an honor to be involved in something so amazing.
Celebration of life.
Celebration of life. So, shout out to all of my gay couples that have come in, that have danced with me, and I've done choreographed their first dance. Is no different than a straight couple coming in. And that is totally what my beliefs are. I mean, I just, that.
How did that horrible discrimination
and more power
start?
to you for that, because you feel that way, but there are other people who happen not to feel that way, right?
And that's their opinion.
Right, their opinion. That's their right.
That's their right to-
religious right to
Right.
feel that way. Now, actually forcing people to be part of your wedding or stuff I think that's insane to force people.
I don't think
to
they were
do
trying to
things.
force them. I think that
Of
they
course,
just
if
wanted
you-
a cake from this store.
Did they have to get it from the store? This
They
is the-
wanted it from that store,
No,
obviously,
but you
or
see,
they
this
wouldn't
is-
have. They wouldn't have
well,
gone
this
into
is the
that
thing.
store.
We know that people, these activist groups have gone into pizzerias and asked them would you cater to this, and they try to set up people so that they could turn around and sue them. So
I don't think this couple
No.
wanted to.
So,
it
we
was
don't
not
know
money
that.
Show
driven.
me a case like that
it
where
wasn't
somebody
money
set
driven.
up a place.
It wasn't money driven. They were happy. They're a gay couple that they were getting
and
married.
they wouldn't have
and
been
they
happy with another cake somewhere else.
Because listen, as a bride, I knew where I wanted my cake from. I had a couple of places, but some people are set on that florist or that cake maker or this decorator or this DJ. Some people say, when I get married, I'm going to tell you how we are. I'm going to have this. This is my dream wedding, and I want this, this, and this, and I want this person to do it, that part. So that's probably what
So you
happened.
think they would have been satisfied if the cake maker would have said, I totally disagree with everything you're doing. I think you're going to hell if that's what he believes, but I'll make your cake. No, they still would have had problems with his opinion. People are trying to force
But why didn't he? But,
people outside of their comfort.
yeah, but
so-
he didn't even have to really just make the cake.
But the cake maker is
Just
trying to
make
force
the
them
ca-
into
No,
heterosexual
Sure,
sex.
no,
right.
absolutely not.
So
Go
just
somewhere
make the
else.
cake.
Sounds like rape.
right?
Actually
Just
saying
make
go
the
somewhere
cake.
else is not forcing anybody to do anything, but actually forcing me to be part of something I don't believe in.
They just wanted
I
them to
also,
put
for
the
me-
batter
and
in the,
for me-
in the oven, and they wanted him
And
to
for
just
me, I'm still
do
waiting
the
for all of
frosting.
these activist groups to go into a Muslim bakery shop and try to force them into making
Well,
them
it's
a
not
cake.
even
Why, you
for-
don't
it's
like
so-
Muslims
no,
either?
No, it's so interesting that they only go after Christians.
How many
I'm
Muslim
waiting for them
bakeries
to
are there in
spread-
Indiana?
I'm just waiting for them
We
That was
don't
an
know.
Indiana
to spread
case.
the joy.
But
Spread
no,
the joy.
but this is the thing. I know everyone has their opinion. The bakery owner had obviously had his opinion. They just wanted him to
For the record,
bake
I would have baked the cake.
Cake.
I don't care.
That was a
Yeah,
wise
bake the
statement.
cake.
For the record, I would have
Make
baked
the cake.
But,
Bake the cake.
But I also don't believe in forcing people
There's
to
another-
do things they don't want to do. So
As
That
a
was
lawyer,
fine.
let me say this. This is not a case that has a binding precedent on you can
Right.
refuse to make a cake. It's actually a very technical decision based on the fact that the other agencies that ruled on it didn't give them a fair hearing. So it's a fair hearing decision. Of course, it's being misrepresented.
What they did is they violated his religious rights by not
right.
going through the full process.
The technical, it's like the lower trials were fair, but they could get another trial and get married again if they want.
Where is this where is this case going?
This case is
this
over. This case is
just
over. But
Okay.
other people in that same city may
Now
sue for the
are-
same thing and get a better. And if they have a fairer hearing at the lower levels, the Supreme Court may say, "Okay, you have to make that cake for him." But that particular case was based on lower court shenanigans. It's like due process, or the Miranda. If they don't give you your warning, the rest may not be good.
Okay.
Yeah. So it may be one of those technical deals.
Well,
So-
folks, like I said, love is love. Just
Yeah.
you want to
Celebrate
cake.
love.
Hopefully, when you're excited and you're going to get a cake, you will be greeted by someone who is happy to make your cake, and whatever their
Right. And if
their
you're-
religious reason
and
or
if
purpose.
they're not overjoyed and happy for you, move on to the next one.
Plus, we're all glad they
Yeah.
didn't burn that bakery down for those haters.
Well, yeah, they that's they moved on. They were disappointed, but they moved on, and I'm sure that they ended up going to
Maybe
someone
they'll
else
buy a
to buy
cake
the
there for their divorce. I'm such a cynic.
Folks, I think that is our time every week. Irving, it's always so great
Love
to
you.
see you. Thank you. Yes, my friend. Always good to have you here. Harry, thank you for our station manager for jumping in here on this Thursday. Guys, it's beautiful outside. Go out. Just take in the sunshine and
Celebrate
enjoy,
life.
Celebrate
Oh,
life.
I almost forgot.
Yes.
Happy birthday to our president. It's his birthday today.
It's Donald Trump's birthday today?
Yep.
Wow. Well, congratulations, President Trump. Now turn yourself in, get fingerprinted, and I'll bring you a cake at Rikers Island with a couple of nice guys on it.
It won't be Rikers.
Lock him up.
Lock him up. Yes. Lock them all up. They've had it.
Full. Until next time, stay positive and stay focused.
Staring at these walls, I'd rather figure these